look at that. That is perfect.
Oh, cheers me to the laughing fish, okay?
Perfect.
And to the
cheers.
mercantile.
Thanks for coming to Albion. This is just fantastic.
Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Henry Ford Jackson, Sierra Sylvester, and from Michigan Works Southeast, Misty Schulters. Northwest Early Elementary teacher Courtney Forner with students William Forner and Jack Rudolph. Holiday gift ideas with the Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory. High school students planning a January drug summit, Nora Fleming, Dream Forbes, and Jordan McDorman. And for the Kiwanis annual newspaper sale, Joe Wolf. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David, and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Thanks so much for being with us today on what is turning out to be a wintry Wednesday. 32 degrees right now in Jackson, and temperatures will drop this afternoon, and winds will pick up, and combined will give us some cold wind chills. Overnight tonight, and by early in the morning, our wind chill will be in the single digits below zero, -7 or -8 by 6 or 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we are likely to wake up with snow on the ground, a winter weather advisory. It's in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow. Now, it's been in effect since 7 o'clock today, but I don't think we've seen any winter weather. The forecast now is that snow will begin sometime after 5 p.m. today. The Weather Service is predicting accumulations between 2 and 4 inches and wind gusts as high as 35 miles an hour, causing blowing and drifting snow. This is lake effect snow, so it's somewhat difficult to predict the actual amounts of snow accumulating. It could be less, it could be more. And you could go just a few miles and see a big difference based on the wind and the snow bands. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that it's safe for everyone as you make your way around town getting ready for the holidays. By the time the weekend gets here, things will improve, the temperature will warm up, skies will clear, we'll see some sunshine, and we will have decent weather for Christmas activities like shopping and partying. Brandon, tomorrow night is the JTV Christmas party. Are you all ready?
Yes. Am I supposed to bring a passing dish?
A passing dish and a white elephant gift.
Okay. I didn't know that. I will get on it right after the show.
And there's a $100 limit on the white elephant gifts.
$100 limit.
We've never done that. I think we have one
We've
year.
talked about it, yeah.
It might be.
Yeah, we were going to do that.
Yeah,
buy it at the Westwood
Austin's
Mall.
suggesting the requirement be that you have to buy it at the Westwood Mall. There are some fine gifts at the Westwood Mall, yes, and there are some local merchants there. The white elephant is not happening, and you do not need to bring a
Thank you. I was getting worried.
passing dish. The view outside, the Blake Building, Skycam. Quiet.
Not bad.
Quiet winter day. Not bad. No one is at the secret Huntington Bank drive-through. Can't get in it, can't get out of it. It's hidden. The date, the 11th of December. A few things going on today. We have later today the Capital City Brass Band. They will be performing at the Boehm Theater in downtown Albion. Showtime is at 7 o'clock. Admission is $10, and you can get tickets at the door. And if you miss it tonight, you'll be able to see it on Friday night as the concert. Pretty much same program, but a couple of changes. On Friday at Bethel Church, 7 p.m. Free admission for that one, but they will be gladly accepting donations. They will feature Ken Wyatt on the organ. Now there is an organ at the Bohm, it's just not hooked up. So this will be a fantastic concert. I guarantee it. You'll have a wonderful time. Also today, the Michigan History Center Man House Holiday Open House is tonight from 6 till 8 p.m. Visit the Man House in Concord during the holidays and receive a free Christmas ornament for your tree while supplies last. This year's ornament celebrates the arrival of the sisters. They drove horse Jenny to Concord, and that's on the Christmas ornament. The sisters loved their horse, who arrived in her stable on December 28th, 1903, a Christmas horse. Jenny took the sisters to visit family, friends, and to check on their farm on Man Road near Concord. The Man House is on Hanover Road in Concord, 205 Hanover Road, right downtown. Also tonight, Polar Express Family Night at Northeast Early Elementary School from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Santa will be there for photos. You can make an ornament, enjoy cookies and hot cocoa, and sing along Christmas carols. The Northwest Early Elementary School is at 3735 Lansing Avenue in Jackson. Night Lights continues through January 4th, 5th. Take advantage of what is expected to be a snowy evening for a nice drive through the country, to the country, through the country to MIS. You will be going on a drive through the country, whether you like it or not, because that's the only way to get to MIS. And it's spectacular. Thanks to John Spink for putting on Night Lights again this year. That's Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Did I go out of order?
No, you're okay.
I'm okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Today's International Mountain Day, National App Day, National Have a Bagel Day, and you know who has good bagels?
Kibby Cobb.
Kibby Cobb.
Very good bagels.
They are awesome bagels at Kibby Cobb. They're better than any you'll find in bagel capitals of New York or Montreal.
They make them right there. Yeah, they make them right there.
They make them right there.
Yeah, they don't like buy them somewhere else. They make them themselves.
Someone, they get in 2, 3 in the morning and start to make the bagels. Also, somebody getting up at 2 or 3 in the morning. The folks at Hinckley's, they're back open.
Are they? We were getting worried. Okay, good.
So best wishes to the team at Hinckley's, and thanks for being back. We missed you. Did I mention National Noodle Ring Day? Noodle ring is just what it sounds like. It's the noodles that are rings that are made into a casserole. And some families celebrate the noodle at Christmas time, including the family of Mickey LaFear, who was brought up on noodle ring soup. His mom would make soup out of the round noodles and nothing else. They had a lot of kids, and money was tight, but they loved the noodle ring soup. On this day in 2008, Bernie Madoff was arrested. He was subsequently convicted of fraud for the Ponzi scheme that he was involved in, the biggest such fraud in the history of the United States. 1946, UNICEF was established. The UN affiliate, UNICEF, stands for the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, and to this day they work on the welfare of children worldwide. On this day, in 1620, pilgrims came ashore in Plymouth Bay. Traditionally, it was thought they arrived at Plymouth Rock. Just a little down the road, Plymouth Bay. And on this day in 1963, kidnappers released Frank Sinatra Jr. after abducting him in Lake Tahoe, California 3 days earlier. I bet you didn't know he was kidnapped.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Frank Sinatra Jr., there on the left, with his famous father, Frank Sr., was abducted by these three guys. They thought, wow, what a great way to get $250,000. In fact, that was the ransom, $240,000. They blindfolded him, took him at gunpoint from his hotel room at Harris Club Lodge, and brought him to Canoga Park in San Francisco, in the San Fernando Valley in California. 3 days he was missing. Frank Sinatra used his connections with the mob and the FBI to locate him. They were actually able to find the kidnappers. One of them got a little loose lips. They eventually caught all three guys. They were convicted and sentenced. Frank Sinatra Jr., interestingly enough, the police recovered him in a neighborhood. He was found, they released him. The kidnappers, one of them released him a little ahead of time before they got the money. And he was just walking around the neighborhood. The cops picked him up and put him in the trunk so as not to arouse suspicion, which is odd, but that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, true story.
Then he was kidnapped again. Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
Essentially kidnapped.
Sounds like if you
again.
put him in the trunk, it sounds
Kidnapped
like it's
twice.
Kidnapped twice. No, I'm just kidding.
Kidnapped twice in the same episode. Here's a fun fact about Frank Sinatra Jr. He was not named after his father. He was named after Franklin Delano Roosevelt. True story. And that's what happened back in the day. We have great water in the green room, thanks to County National Bank for providing the water in our green room for both the morning and our afternoon show. Our sponsor of the day today is Grand River Farmers Market. They've moved indoors for the winter. They are downtown at Found Church, and every Friday morning, and it's just Friday mornings, they are there. They fill the church, and they have a few additional vendors this week with Christmas gift ideas. Thank you to the Grand River Farmers Market, a service of the Jackson Downtown Development Authority. A great lineup of guests on our show today. We're going to continue celebrating the winners of the Chamber of Commerce annual awards. We have the Reach Higher Award winner from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Sierra Sylvester on the right, and there is Misty Shelters from Michigan Works Southeast, the sponsor and presenter of the Reach Higher Award. From Northwest Early Elementary School, we have teacher Courtney Forner, and she has with her two of her students, William Forner and Jack Rudolph, and they've been doing some really cool things with STEM. Andy will be taking you to the Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory for a tour and some Christmas gift ideas. We have three high school students are among several who are putting on a drug summit next month. And we have Nora Fleming, Dream Forbes, and Jordan McDormand all in today to talk about the guest speakers that they have, how this summit came about, and what kids can expect. And continuing a long tradition here on JTV, this has happened nearly every year for 25 years. Joe Wolf has made an appearance here at Christmas time to help promote the Kiwanis Club annual Christmas newspaper sale. I think he's only missed 1 year, and that was COVID season 1. But every other year he's been here, he's back. All this here today on JTV. Great to have you here. And we get started right after this.